Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome to a match between the winner of BlizzCon 2016 and the winner of BlizzCon 2017. Two former world champions, Beyond versus a Rogue here. This is the current rank 12 versus the current rank 9 in the world. So both of these players, more than 7 years after their big world champion victory, are still relevant as ever, as we could say. This, by the way, was a gas first out of Beyond. Gas first is kind of an odd duck. It's a weird one. We don't see it a lot. Just because it's odd doesn't mean it's bad. You know, you can be weird and, you know, and still a good person. There's a lot of weird good people. There's also weird people that are, you know, bad weird. Go out in the street at night, start harassing people, you know, from a 50-meter distance while wearing a clown's nose and playing the trumpet. It's kind of weird. And it's also not good. But that's not what this is. I think Gas First actually has some value. It basically allows you to get a fairly fast Reaper out. Your Reaper's going to be delayed by about 3 seconds. So that's the part of the trade-off there. You have a little bit less mineral eco, so maybe a delayed natural command center. But then you get a quicker factory. So that allows for faster Hellions, or maybe a quicker starport, or perhaps a combination of the two. Now, as a result of this, we do see Beyond without a third CC. The golden standard of Terran vs. Zerg currently is quick third CCs, but I think this could be, you know, a lead up into something else. Maybe a run by with 2 cars. Gonna try it. Speed finish really quickly here, by the way. Very, very fast speed as well. Oh, I understand now why Beyond is doing this. This is lovely. He's playing this style. I was like, why is he being so aggressive with all of these units? But this map has a healing tower. So you can just send your units. He's just fighting straight up. This is something you'd almost never see with just pure Hellion. Someone just fighting. You know, usually you try to harass, clear a tumor here or there. But Beyond, he said, you know what? This was a good time. Let's move back a little bit. This is going to allow Rogue to go for the run by. I feel like this can be predicted though. You kind of feel it coming. Liberator is going to get sent across the map. More links now moving towards the far left side. I'm not sure what they're going for. Oh, doesn't really matter what they're going for because they're going to get spotted. Beyond instantly moves towards that far left. Follow up here is going to be extra barracks. So we're going for a 2-base all-in behind this. 6 Hellion into a 2-base all-in as these links are going to get caught. No, they're not going to get caught. Beyond is fighting against the shadow right now. This doesn't exist, my dear friend. Link's just moving around. Hellion's going back home. As the Liberator hits the main base. There's no Spore in position. Hell, we haven't even started a freaking lair yet. That is really, really late for a lair. I'm not gonna lie. Evo Chamber coming in. And we're setting up for a 3-1-1 behind this. +1 attack. Hellions have completely returned back home. Beyond is too afraid to do anything right now, which is sad for Beyond. But it's the way of the world. Drones are going to get targeted down here. Good target fire. 3 more drones do fall. 1 queen fell as well. So that's 4 workers and a queen. A little bit in mining time lost as well. So overall, I think Beyond's going to be quite happy with that return on investment. Let's see how he's going to do with these Hellions. There's no Road Warren on the way, by the way. We just have an Evo Chamber. Still just stuck on hatchery tech. This is uncanny. It really is. This is not common at all. We're completely delaying our layer attack in order to what? In order to do what? What are we doing here with a delayed layer attack? I mean, we get carapace, but we don't get any real tech. Fourth base could be in a little bit of trouble. Ling run by could have come in maybe to try and, you know, go for the surround over there. 5 racks as a follow-up. So we're going to go for the 5 barracks, 1 factory, and a single starport. It's going to be a good time in my mind. It's going to be a phenomenal time. Okay, here we go. Medevac comes in. Oof, shoots the Overlord. Beautiful stuff. Supplies are surprisingly even. Upgrades are surprisingly even. Army supply, though, in favor of Beyond. And I also prefer the quality of his army here quite significantly. It's going to have a good amount of Marines, 2 tanks in the back. Sadly for him, there's not going to be an armory. That means he can't easily protect these tanks with Hellbats. It's always a a brilliant little thing you can do. Currently there's 0 banelings out. This is just going to be an absolute slaughter. It's one of these flank angles is going to get blocked off here. Collapsing the debris. Here we go. Big stim backward. Lynx come in with this round. This is a good fight for Rogue. Holy crap. This is as good of a battle as you're ever going to get. Baneless coming in with the flank as well. One more waddles forward. Is going to get targeted down. As a matter of fact, gets smacked by the queens. Beyond thinks he can fight these 7 queens. But even off creep, that's not going to be the case. 2 more queens are on the way. New Baneling morph comes in as well. We have more reinforcements moving in forward. His marines are fairly battered. We're now kind of taking a different angle. I prefer this angle significantly. Look at this. Beautiful little tank spots over here. Oi, oi, oi. That is a touristic attraction for that tank. Just gonna get a couple of neat pot shots in there. Look at this crap. Holy cow, how are you gonna catch this bad boy? Marines now moving forward. I much prefer this position than the previous one. Marines are moving very far towards the right side of the map. Will potentially kill this fort base. But are gonna lose the last remaining tank. Target fire on the Banes there was good. We saw a Bane getting targeted down earlier on the low ground, then another one over there on the high ground. As this is gonna get cleaned up, or at least the tank is gonna get cleaned up, but the Marines are still active. Liberators still being added into the mix as well. We still don't have an armory, so it's going to be a full 1-1 push. In the past, we've seen Beyond sometimes add in an armory, even, you know, get more upgrades, continue with the attack upgrades. But because that is not the case, it probably means the moment that Carapace level 2 finishes up, Rogue is going to be in a phenomenal position here. That's all really Rogue is waiting for, as long as he manages to get that. Queens in a circle. Smashing some darts here at those Marines. We're going to continue a couple more transfuses. Left side under attack here. And these Marines are packing a serious punch. They are fairly low on health right now as this medevac almost dies. We get the unload on the other side, but medevac will end up falling. This is such an awkward position to engage in for Rogue, but he doesn't really have to. He just needs to survive. He needs to wait. He needs to take not any terrible trades. He has more eco as well. These queens on the right side are holding their own. Ling flank with the Banelings is going to catch a lot of these reinforcements. And that is a brilliant little move there out of Rogue. It's going for the first time in this game a big supply swing in his favor. Burrow also about to finish up as these Lings are going to continue taking out more and more reinforcements. Another tank here is going to fall most likely as Bian is now in a world of trouble. Just not managing to reinforce this position. This tank is going to get taken out as Rogue is outspeeding him. Superior upgrades, superior army, superior everything really. As these Liberators are going to siege up, that means the end of the Liberators because the Queen count is simply too high. Burrow has now finished up, so this pushback is going to be the last pushback where Bian's going to have full vision of what the hell is going on. So at this point, there could be burrowed Banelings absolutely everywhere. As we see Rogue morph a couple more, plus 2 melee is on the way here as well. Lots of cash in the bank for Rogue. Good lord. He's saving up for something. Gonna add a couple more queens. Also has a 1k gas. He just has a lot of mineral. He just has a lot of money. He has a lot of cash. Hydra then coming in right now. 4th base probably, or 5th base should be coming out. Yep, there we go. Lovely to see. Ling Bane goes across, and these Banelings are gonna be burrowing around the map right now. Kinda aiming for key locations. Please do burrow, brother. I'd love to see some neat Baneling bombs over here. These two are gonna be setting up shop as well. Neatly tucked near the corner. Double drop, perhaps wanting to go into the main base, but Lings are ready. 2-2 upgrades are behind this, so this is the armory follow-up that I was talking about. Piano's kind of going to stay at 45 workers, 1800 mineral income per minute. This could just be a game ender. This could just straight be a game ender. Oh, that is not great. As queens are going to be falling a little bit. What is our siege unit count? We have 2 tanks, 2 liberators. Like sometimes once you get like 4 tanks and 6, 4 to 6 liberators, like it is enough that even if you're really far down in supply, you can do something. But I just don't think that's going to be the case over here. As the flank comes in, queens are dishing out too much damage. Banelings connecting with everything on the ground. And that is going to be the end of this game. Whether Beyond likes it or not, Rogue is going to force him back to the lobby screen. Bian has nothing to live for anymore. Well, I don't know about that, but in this game, in this particular game, he has nothing to live for anymore. I'm sure he has a very rich life, filled with StarCraft 2 Terran action. The Banelings roll into the natural. Infantry weapons level 2 barely sees the light of day. And there you go. GG gets called. Rogue wins game number 1. Seemingly, Bian has had enough of the macro game as he decides to send some workers across the map right now. Not for scouting. Or a peace mission. That would be something. How scary must it have been, I was thinking of this the other day, to be the first, kind of ambassador that gets sent out. Back in the day when people were sending messengers or ambassadors to do like negotiations with other tribes or other castles. And this concept hadn't really been truly introduced yet. It's like, hey, you're the messenger. You have this letter for their king. You're like, what the hell? You're just gonna let me in? You just slaughtered like 20 of my friends yesterday. It's like, no, don't worry. You're a messenger, you have protected status. Like, when was this concept introduced? This can't have been a fun experience. I would be pooping myself if that was me. But that's not what these SCVs are here to do. These SCVs are here to do one thing and one thing only, and that is build 3 barracks, get some Marines out of them, and smash the opponent as soon as possible. This is pretty far away, by the way. These are not close by barracks. We usually call these proxy barracks because they're in such close proximity, but it's like halfway across the map, my dear friend. I think this would have been closer. Is it closer? Have to go up a ramp? Walking up an incline doesn't slow you down in StarCraft 2 for whatever reason, so it actually could have been pretty close. Okay, here we go. We have a little bit of shooting. A little bit of jabbing with the drones. 3 Marines are out. Look at that. Some back and forth here between the lads. I don't think this bunker is in range of the hatchery. I'm fairly certain this bunker isn't in range of the hatchery, as 4 links are now out. Good split of these 2 links towards the left side. Bunker under some heavy fire. A new SCV is going to get pulled in forward. Good control on the drone so far as one of the links will go down. Ooh, drone's going to take a serious beating here as well. The drone pool is good, but the drone losses aren't. 9 workers, 10 workers. Yeah, we need drone production. There is a spine that has now finished. This is an awkward situation. This is a very awkward situation. Look at this. Instant cut here on the Marines. Low ground command center. Do we have gas? Yes, but we haven't really minded. We have 6 Marines out. Yeah, I was gonna say, you probably need this barracks to go clear an Overlord. That'd be sick. So, usually killing an Overlord isn't such a big deal, but if someone is mining 700 minerals a minute, that is like 15% of their, of their minutely wages that they're getting. Wait, you can just see that? Oh, he knew. Oh, these links are gonna potentially catch something here. They're gonna go for a run by now. Yeah. Look at them. Both have an agenda. Oh, except for this Overlord. This Overlord's gonna die. Terrible agenda, really. Oh, he's gonna go for a surround here on the Marines. I thought he was gonna go across the map to cancel the CC. But I think he would have gotten it, but instead he's gonna go for the Marines. It's real nice that you get the Marines, but I think the CC is gonna survive as a result. I think that Bian takes this trade. Because you first could have killed the CC and then the Marines after. He could have got them both. He could have had his cake and eaten it too. Oh, he's still perhaps gonna get it. Oh, dude, this guy freaking loves cake. What the hell? Rogue the cake master. The king of cakes. Triple depot wall. Okay, we have some Marines now. Nah, this base will... What's a lot of links? This really is a lot of links. Okay, CC is gonna finish. Get quickly back upstairs. I actually think you want to commit with these links in this case, because you already built them. So just go in, live your best life. See if you can do it. Even if you only kill like 6, 7 SCVs, that's probably still worth it. There's just 2 Marines for damage output, man. Factory is here, 3rd CC on the way too. 24 works to 17. Oh my god, we're going all out. What is the plan though? What is the game plan here? Let's hope that the other guy moves downstairs. Okay, we have a Hellion on the way. It's obviously gonna swap onto this, right? Is this going into mech? Why is he not building any Marines? Okay, it's not mech. That's getting real worried here for a second. Okay, it's just going to be a 3-1-1. Hellion now pops out. And this is a serious number of links. Metabolic boost comes out now. There goes your Hellion. No, there stays your Hellion alive. 2 more Hellions. Okay, let's take a look at the link count. We have 47 links. 47. But only 16 drones. So the thing is, even if you kill everything on the low ground, as long as you're not breaching the main base, Beyond is winning big time. Oh, here we go. But just up it. Like, this is a very confusing game plan. You can lift this, he knows this. He's played this game for 15 years. The CC lifts. What was the win condition here? Opponent is asleep? Very, very confusing out of Rogue. I felt like his position wasn't so bad otherwise. If he'd just been building drones all this time, threatening with the 12, 15 links. Oh, here we go. Beyond believes he can do this. 4 Hellions. Tucked neatly into a corner. 3 Marines behind it. 6 more SCVs are going to get taken out now, though. So Rogue is making the best out of a mediocre situation. I'll give him that, but the situation remains mediocre for now. +1 is on the way. Do we have double eBay? Hell yeah, we have double eBay. 1-1 on the way. Evo Chamber does finish up in the main base, and we're going to get Carapace, but that is slower than his opponent's upgrades. We're going to get a starport here already on this reactor. I think this will turn into a tech lab, so we can start tank production too. Like, the gas count is surprisingly high. Surprisingly high. I guess that's what happens if you only build mineral units. You're pure marine Hellion, right? Nothing else. Yeah. Okay. So not as surprising perhaps as I once thought. 2400 mineral income per minute here for Beyond, who wants to go for a run by towards the third. Realizes there are no drones there. To some people that might be an issue. Like a bloodthirsty fella who's just here to kill drones. Beyond's an analytical mind. He says, you know what, if you don't have drones at your third base, I'm not worried. I just keep my cars alive. Make sure I control the pace of the game. This is a very confusing game, I think, for Beyond, because he saw a lot of links. He probably knows he's ahead, but I don't think he knows he's, you know, how far he really is ahead. It wouldn't completely surprise me if he walks across the map and accidentally wins the game. It's a classic Terran moment, really. 30C, of course, is already done. 43 workers to 48. Armory comes in before Barracks 4 and 5. Refineries going down as well. I mean, he's going to be pushing these upgrades to a new freaking level. There's no fourth base. I think the moment you see no fourth, like 8 minutes into the game, and you're pushing out with, what is this, like 20 Marines? A lot of Marines. And a tank. And 1-1. And combat shield. And the other dude does not have banelings at all. Like, life is going to suck massively. Overlord desperately trying to get back to the safe side. Don't think it's quite gonna get there, as we have 5 queens out. Even the queen count is low. Yeah, Rogue just has nothing going for himself right now. Tank is gonna shell away here at the spine. Marines moving forward, and I mean, with 28 Marines against 23 lanes, GG is gonna get called as Beyond ties up the series. 1-1. All good things come to an end, but not before we check out game number 3 over. Oh my god, Rogue. Look at this dirty dog. His nasty tricks. He is legitimately the dirtiest of dogs. I've been saying this for a long time as well. I'm not big onto the I told you so, but I told you so. I feel like at the highest level, proxy bases are one of the most underrated tools. I'm not saying we should see a proxy base every single game, but I believe we should be seeing proxy bases in at least 2 to 5% of the games. At least currently, in the current climate, where we're seeing it maybe in 0.5 to 1% of all games, it is underscouted for. Like, this is crazy. This is a full gasless build order with a fast third base. And completely hidden as well. I think that is the main thing, is how hidden it is. Because then you don't know what to do as a Terran. Like, you could play the same build here. Ooh. But you could just show it. But that is not at all what our good friend Rogue is doing. Now, he's going to be hiding this bad boy. Instant queen production. The one thing I am worried about is, how the hell are you going to do it with drones? Oh, I think he would have done this as well, either way. He would have gotten those drones to the other side. That is sick. That is legitimately sick. You have a twisted mind, Rogue. Absolute twisted mind. Good lord. This guy is a real strategy gamer, you know? A real freaking strategy gamer. Bjorn's gonna scout this. Sees nothing. because there's nothing there. And now he's starting to poop himself a little bit. He's like, oh, this is weird. So he's only going to get 4 Hellions. He's going to get a Viking to try and shoot some of these OVs, I guess. Dude, this is scary as hell. Oh, Queen pops out. Injects are actually important to hit. Look, he's built nothing yet. Not a single roach. Because he's on 2 bases. Why would we need roaches if we're on 2 bases? This is the greediest opener I've ever seen in my life. And it is only allowed due to the fact that one of these bases is hidden. Like, you're not allowed to play like this. You simply can't. And now he's going to take a fake 3rd base. He's built 0 roaches so far. Like, this dude is legitimately the greediest man alive. He actually is. 51 drones against 42 SCVs. He's gonna pump 10 more right now. He doesn't even need a lot of queens to defend because there's nothing to defend. There's nothing valuable here for Beyond to attack. Beyond looks at it, he's like, oh, you're on 2 base. That's terrible. Oh, no Reaper. Oh, no. No. Oh, you're not allowed to go there, buddy. No, this Overlord. Don't do it. Oh, dude, that is scary. That is freaking scary. Did he build a Roger? Yeah, he is also afraid. He was scared. Rogue was scared. He's on 60 workers, though. And look at this. We get defensive bunkers. Dude, this is the mind game of a century. This is the mind game of the century. Now we have 11 roaches on the way. Glio reconstitution. Oh my god. He could even still pretend to be doing a roach all-in from here on out. So if you move across the map with roaches right now, even if you just do it with like 10 or 12, how sick would that be? Actually, very sick. Like, just extremely sick. That's one of the sicker moves. And usually what Terrans do is they'll check the 3rd base for drone count. I mean, this drone count right now is non-existent. Absolutely non-existent. So this is a fake roach all-in. This is one of the most... Oh. Barely missed it. Oh. One of the wildest games I've seen in my life. Just strategically, I'm loving this. I really am. Like, nothing has happened in this game, yet Rogue is up 30 supply. Because, you know what? Because he takes risks. He's going to get an infestation pit over here as well. Beyond still hasn't gotten a good look at this 3rd base. Like, even if he scouts it right now, he'd be like, okay, it's like 6 workers. Ideally, you want the Hellions to go here, I think. This move out is, in and by itself, is pretty crazy. Like, it actually is pretty crazy. That is a crazy move out. Not given the... Like, if you were to just tune in right now, you'd be like, wow, 80 workers to 62. Why is this move out crazy? He wants to do that. No. It's like... With Beyond's information, this guy, he knows nothing. He probably should be sitting back. He's like, oh, there's no 4th base. But does he think this is a high ground 4th? Hive comes up 7 minutes into the game. Like, imagine Beyond were to scan the 3rd base. He sees 0 gas there. That would be wild. Okay, now he's going to get a proper read on everything. He's at least going to see the infestation pit. Like, seeing that infestation pit might trigger something inside of him as well. He's going to kill 3 workers. Man, great damage. No, it's not. It's terrible damage. Up, here we go. Roach, Ling, Infestor. You're going to get Ultras behind it as well. You have this factory that's going to activate and pump out a couple of tanks, if you ask me. Even if you don't ask me, it's probably gonna pump... Oh, never mind, there's a reactor. There's gonna be some mines then. 2-2's now on the way. Look how scared Beyond is of doing anything. He doesn't want to move across the map. He's a huge army. And as I say that, he moves across the map with all of his marines. Oh. Huge deficit here when it comes to the supply. Absolutely massive. Drilling Claws is on the way. We're already adding in some Marauders. I guess to deal with the Roach. Maybe potentially for Ultras as well. It's quite nice to have. Infestors here do not get the hit off. Could maybe heal this Ravager into the healing zone. Oh, second map with a healing zone. Haven't quite used it yet though. More mines are in production. Triple barracks coming in. Beyond too afraid to move out. Rogue not wanting to move out because he's got everything going for himself. And at this point, Beyond's going to see this base here. But it's like, oh, it's just a 4th base. Very standard. Very standard indeed. But this, my dear friends, is a lot of things. But not very standard. Okay, Link run by. This is a wild maneuver. And I actually lose a crap ton of supply there. Actually gonna lose a lot of links there. I got caught in between a rock and a hard place. That was lap 1. Let's see if we can do lap 2. Sends a couple of links out forward. I mean, you just can't run by in here, I think. The walling is too good. We're too solidly set up here on torches. So double drop now is good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not feeling it either, brother. Not feeling it either. Fourth base is up. Beyond is just playing this so freaking slow. Just camping, camping, camping. Marauder count of 12. Which is going to be nice against the first Ultras when they pop. It's going to be nice against the Roaches as well. Which have already popped a while ago. So we're going to drop in here. Medevac gets pushed back. Oh, got a big fight right now at the front. It actually looks like a decent fight here for Beyond, I think. That's a lot of the Marauders still left over. 5 Ultras in... Ooh, nice move forward. Snipes 1 Fungal man, but he had no Fungals remaining. As long as the Marauder count remains like about 15, I think is a good number here. Against 5 Marauders. I think 3 Marauder per Ultra is something that we look at and it's like, okay, that is fair. That is decent. It's respectable. We already have Adrenal Glands, right? Yeah. Aye. We already have Adrenal Glands. Okay, what is this? Ovi's gonna get pushed back, not killed. Stirred, not shaken. I'm sure this Overlord's a little bit shaken. It's freaking 2 HP. Okay. Spores are in position. Spores have such insane damage output though. And an Ultra pops at the right moment, at the right time. Well, not for the Ultralisk, but for the Zerg player it's pretty nice. As Anabolic Synthesis is still on the way. Could get sniped over here. At the same time, we have an attack at the front. Not sure how well Beyond micro that, because there's nothing remaining. Medevacs are gonna pick up, kill the Ultra Cavern. Also kill about 12 workers. And Rogue says, hey, that was a fun time. Now it's my turn, baby. Freaking shoves it. There's really not a whole lot remaining. I don't know what happened with that army in the front, but it seemed to have, you know, vanished off the face of the earth. As SCVs are now going down at a pretty rapid pace. Marines in a bunker are helping out, as this factory is gonna get cleared. The double mines will never get to shoot their shot. Not in this lifetime, at least. And that should probably be it for this series. Honestly, this entire game was won with just the early game. That hidden base. And I'm not even sure if this is being lazy. It just doesn't happen, so you forget about it. You know? Of course you should scout every single game with a heli, and it takes 3 seconds. Just send it there to the fort base. Just figure it out. Hey, is it there? But you don't. Because no one plays like this. And that is why Rogue plays like it. Because he is a genius. He identifies what should be strong, and then he plays it, and it is strong. Because he's mechanically extremely talented as well. As Beyond's still trying his best, but sometimes your best isn't enough. One of those times is when you're 7 and you're racing against a kid that's much faster than you. You can try your best all you want. I'm gonna be faster than him at your school sports day. And this time it also wasn't good enough for Beyond, because he was fighting against Ultralisk with 3 Marines. That will be it for today. Thanks for watching, and ciao ciao.